Hey team, welcome to Machine Monday. Today I'm going to take you through the Russian Kettlebell Swing. So this is a great follow-up from last week's little session because that was using the conventional deadlift. Now when we're doing the Kettlebell Swing, we're using a lot of the similar patterns, particularly with that first initial setup, but then we're actually following through closer to a straight leg deadlift because predominantly we're firing through the hamstrings into the glutes, abs and lower back. Okay, so we're only going to be getting a hip hinge, but now we talk about that hip hinge. We're going to be driving hips back, thrust up to the top, nice straight line, hinging back, thrust up to the top. Very often we see when people are doing a Russian kettlebell swing, which is meant to fire through the hamstrings, is too much of an active knee bend, so we want to try to avoid that. So let's go through the setup. First things first, we're going to get kettlebell out in front of us. Now you'll see the similarities with that conventional deadlift for the setup. I'm getting horizontal line through the hips, nice straight back, I'm pulling back through the kettlebell. This is called your hike position, point number one. So I'm going to pull that kettlebell back to here before I then stand up into the swing, the hike. Okay, so coming back, stand up. Now you notice all of that action is going to be coming through the hips. Hands are working as a pendulum. I have a slight little bend in the elbow just to help support the joint. As I drive up to the top, I'm squeezing my butt, keeping my abs nice and tight. Okay. So with the breathing, we're going to breathe in on the way down, breathe out as we come up, okay? And try to keep your eyes looking ahead. So that's working on keeping a neutral spine or a neutral neck. So from here, we're going to start with that setup, hike back. Awesome guys. So this is a great compound movement to really build strength in the hamstrings and the glutes. Also really works proprioception and helps give you that awareness of your full body. So kettlebell swings, when they're not performed properly, can be notorious for hurting people's lower backs. This is just a lack of awareness or understanding of the form, or just not building up appropriately with the weight, okay? So when we're doing that, make sure that you're starting light, we're working through that form and the pattern, and we're gonna get that hip hinge. That is the most basic pattern that we're working with here. So to test that, you can get down into a straight leg deadlift. We'll start with that knee bend first, just for the mobility. Chest up, shoulders back. I'm squeezing my butt. I'm gonna bend down, nice straight legs, big toes stay down. I'm staying into that midfoot. Now this pattern is exactly the same as my kettlebell swing, but now I was just using it between the legs to focus on that form. Okay, so practice the form, work up through the weights, make sure it works for you, don't hurt yourself. Get this into your program, it's a great explosive movement and you can have a lot of fun with it. All right guys, enjoy.